There's too much black fuckery that has happened since the Boondocks went off the air for that show to not be on. All right, buddy, get up out of here, boss. Yeah, real men, we put on chapstick instead of cascading it like a woman. We just go like this. When you hear me diss niggas in chat, it's not my real viewers. It's bum niggas. Hate watchers. Don't take no offense. I always say, if they brought back Boondocks, what do we say, chat? If they brought back Boondocks, you could eat off seasons for the shit niggas have done since that shit went off the air. Man, if there's a way, you know, Witherspoon's son follows me on social media on a couple different platforms. I should DM and talk to him.
And now, our feature presentation.
Is it possible to see something so bad that it actually hurts you physically? In other words, can too much black television kill you? These were the rules. I was only allowed to watch TV featuring a majority of African American performers, commercials included. Okay, niggerize me. I'm a little nauseous, man. But no serious problems yet.
Damn, should I really even be telling this story? This was like in the MySpace days, right? Yeah, I was on some Drake back then. I was like, how old are you? She's like, I'm 14. I was like, nah, I can't talk to you. I just can't play with fire. We know we kept in touch over the years. I said, when do you turn 18? Anyways, I decided to tell you the story. I didn't have to tell you this. So she said, me and my homegirl looking for something to do.
What's good, y'all? You niggas is making a whole lot of noise.
Where you been?
Just, you know, chilling, you know, just doing my little TV watching thing, you know, doing me.
Baboon BBC. Baboon BBC. Baboon BBC.
Sensing a gruesome battle ahead over the injured ibex.
Yo, and it was like, just like that. The experiment was like over, and I ain't really get sick or nothing.
I would never say with this show there's no chance of it getting rebooted. That's not me saying I know something that you don't know, but it keeps popping up, and like the times we live in, people still want to see more of that.
Yeah.
Cartoon, so I never say never on that one.
Like you would never run out of content. You could go 10, 15, you could go Simpson seasons because of all the black fuckery that's happened. It's as simple as this. The story is each ROG is going to get tempted by something in the Hall of Black Temptation. It doesn't have to be the J's, right? That's too simple. But each ROG is eventually going to get lured by something on this list. There's a lot of shit on this list. As we're showing the ROGs, then they're gonna start fiending off to certain shit. Like shoes are just introductory, right? When we start getting into things like jewelry, that's when the first nigga's gonna crack. Somebody's gonna crack for a car, right? What nigga doesn't want a brand new Charger AMG? The third one might crack from a sexy chick. Anything they can't really get on the streets, somebody's gonna crack. And then the last guy is like, man, I want the real reward, man. Hey, I seen all of it, the materialistic items you got to offer, but you promised me, man, you promised me something called Soul Swap. I want to see what that is behind that big door, man. You talk about Soul Swap. Like, what does that really mean? And then you make it. Once he makes it to the end, I'm like, okay. That's when I basically lure you to get into the machine, and it's gonna morph you into the best version of yourself. That's how I fool you to get into the Soul Swap machine. Then I Soul Swap you and I bring back testing.
Gentlemen, welcome to the vault. Every pair lives in a pressure-sealed cylinder, untouched by time. This model, 85 hot top, first run, mint. Market value sits north of 300,000 and still rising.
300? That's wild. Look at the leather, bro, like it just left the box. Sheesh.
Craft on this level is...
Remember, the black men must have dense street urban dialect.
Absolutely, bro. But we're still kind of on the fence about all of this. Don't think for a second we folding for chicken and fancy grape drinks.
If you are off...
I was able to get that by making sure that, yeah, every time they talk, it needs to be like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, all right, we feel it, bro, but damn. Wait, hold on, you giving us all this type of shit? And what we gotta do for it, though? Like, all dialect is like, it should always be where they're always like skeptical, but still being lured in.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Hall of Temptation. This catwalk leads to our pit bull sanctuary. Everything behind this glass was designed to be humane and enriching.
My thing is, how come it doesn't have me talking with pristine elegance? It just sounds too regular. My dialect, it has to be top tier every time. And make sure these niggas are in dense street clothes. You know what? It doesn't matter because it's AI. So you're gonna still have to use part of your imagination. Either you're immersed or you're not. Just get them out of here for 2 weeks. Anybody that has an issue with what I'm doing, I want my mods to cook them for 2 weeks or ban them depending on what they say. If this isn't where you want to be, go to somebody that's lit in black stream. You can get the fuck out of mine.